Good. Good.
Good job. Whoa.
Boom.
Blew it up.
Happy holidays, everybody. We got Terry here. He was in the Army for how many years?
11.
11 years. Now he works Union electrician. Okay, that's what I thought. He's down on the ground a lot. He's up in the air a lot. We've worked with him on and off for a couple of months, and he's feeling a little tight. He's finally getting back in here. He's been busy. So he had a little tweak in his low back, bending over to pick up his son, and then neck is feeling stiff, okay? So we're going to work on the muscles through the low back. We're going to use some cups and get him feeling better. We'll show you what we do. Let's start up here first, actually. Let me grab cups. You've been working around locally or driving?
I've been down at Wolverine Campground down in Davidson. They put in 32 new camper slots with electricity and water. We're pulling some 4-aught and 3-aught cable, probably.
Well, that's your favorite job, pulling cable. That is something that gets him a lot. He goes, yeah, and then he feels his low back. So we kind of worked on a little bit of, pointing out some techniques and our favorite exercise, the press ups.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the cups here, I got them positioned right over top of the levator scapulae, this muscle that goes from the neck down into the corner of the shoulder blade. Cups help to lift up the layers of tissue underneath rather than compressing them down. A different way to work and create change to help get some blood flow to the area and promote that cell turnover and healing. This guy, I'll move him over a little. You might have a couple bruises. You can tell Katie they're just from the cups. Okay. Good. So I want you to look this way and look up to the ceiling and then down to the ground. Getting some movement under the cups just to help change what tissue is under there. Stretch it, pull it. Good, one more. All right, let's look right. Up and down. Perfect. So as soon as we start to see any of the redness, a little bit of broken blood vessels, we take a pause. Here, let's pop these off. Come look. All right. So these teeny tiny little broken blood vessels, that means we've kind of done enough, little bit of damage, controlled damage, to help promote the healing process. All right, Mr. Terry, let's have you go face down for me. Got it. Suction.
Yep.
So do you notice it a little more right or a little more left?
The most
Center.
Most of the pain that are you talking lower back?
Well, I was talking the lower back foot.
Yeah, it's mostly off on the left side over there.
A little bit of lotion here. Do a little bit where it's just here for a minute. I'll have him move. It's not too intense, is it?
No.
Okay. And then I will slide some of the cups at the end. All right, you remember your magic exercise?
Oh yeah,
all right,
your favorite one.
When in doubt, press it out.
Are you still using this on a weekly basis?
When I feel, I mean, like if I know when I'm at work and
Yeah.
stuff, then like when we were getting ready to do those big wire pulls, I like you had said before, I took 10, 15 minutes ahead of time and just kind of stretched it out and made sure everything was ready to go because I knew it wasn't going to be.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, basically.
So the way that we use these extensions, it's a treatment, but it's also a way to kind of set the body up for success. So as he was saying, about 10 to 15 minutes before he does that favorite job of pulling wire, he hammers out 10 or 15 of these, and then he feels good. He can rest.
Okay.
You know, like the body is ready to be able to tolerate pulling. Woo, yeah. That was about a minute or so. So, right where he was kind of pointing is that most sensitive spot. We call it the thoracolumbar junction. A little tricky sometimes. So, if anybody out there, if you have any VA benefits, they're able to help you out with some community care options, and you're able to come see us while the VA insurance is able to be used. So, if you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be happy to help. We've got a pretty good relationship with them over there at the Saginaw VA, and they're really actually pretty speedy with the paperwork. If you can believe it, we had to get Mr. Terry to create some time. And VA's like, is he coming in yet? We're like, he's busy. So they're really good at actually communicating with us. So
yeah, I think I got 2 phone calls.
Yeah,
they're like, hey,
yo,
have you made your initial appointment yet? Like, we need this so we can finalize your paperwork.
Yep. So yeah, it's really nice because they do a good job of taking care of their veterans. Good. All right, let's do a couple more press ups while you're here.
Good.
Good. And rest. All right, rest your arms down, let them hang. Perfect.
Whoa.
Boom.
Blew it up.
Been a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this left side's definitely a little bit tired.
Good job. Way to relax, Terry. Boom.
So the first time Terry came in, extremely tight. Okay, it was a little, and I kind of warned him that day one might be a little bit stiff. We just gotta help the body recognize we're trying to make some changes. So day 2, totally different adjustment than he had received. It was much easier. Face me over here. Much more movement. So it's chiropractic. It's baby steps, but in just one visit, it was a big difference. So I think after that, I think I made a pretty good believer out of you.
Yeah. Let's see if it's gonna be temperament.
Hang on 1 second here. Scoot back just a tiny bit on the table. I don't want to dump you off here. Good. Haven't dropped anybody yet. You're not gonna be the first. Good. There we go. Onto your back for me. Pull up. All right, breathing in and out. Good. One more. And out. Good. Yeah.
Other side.
Yep. Yeah, kind of like a little bit, that low back's a little bit like the other day, or the first day.
Yep.
Good. Onto your back for me. So he's got some issues where he's saying his left side of the neck is a little bit tighter. What we found is that he's got a couple injuries in the rotator cuff. Doesn't want to can't take time off to do surgery. Not really interested in surgery, so a couple of exercises to help strengthen and stabilize the shoulder has made a pretty big difference for him to be able to. How old is your son?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Pick up the big 2-year-old.
Two weighs like 38 pounds.
38-pound 2-year-old. Good. All right. Great. Come on up. Cool. All right. So, actually, go back down. Let's show them. We're gonna show you the exercise that we gave him to the shoulder, and then we'll get wrapped up. Face up. So, these are the ceiling punches. Where you make the small circles. Here, straight to the ceiling. Just hold it up, punch, hold it up there, and small circles. As this goes around and around, we're challenging down into that shoulder blade and keeping that rotator cuff even smaller. There we go. Keeping that rotator cuff firing 360 degrees. So, a refresher and encouragement on all of them. Cool?
Good.
All right. Come on up. Perfect. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know if we can help you feel better. Have a good day. Happy holidays.